Here we are again.
Here we are again to now discuss Cancer's romantic compatibility, love compatibility with a few of the signs, including, well, in general, what are some good things to know about Cancer on its own and in love as a sun sign?
Cancer is a water sign ruled by the moon. Water signs in general tend to be emotional, intuitive, nurturing, caring, healing oriented. So those are lovely qualities. Cancer in particular is a cardinal sign. So it in particular seeks to establish something, and it seeks to establish home, and all those things that home requires, or that come from the home and hearth. So Cancers may tend to be shy initially. You think about the crowd and how it moves this way and that way. It's a little bit evasive. It's looking for security before it comes out.
And it can always retire into its own little permanent home of a shell.
That's true. And it can be very protective. And
yes.
So with regard to home, there is that strong mothering instinct, nurturing instinct. Cancers, male or female, often love good food and to make good food and share it with others. They're very nurturing that way.
Yeah, so now that you mention it, some of the Cancers I've known are pretty good cooks. I distinctly remember sugar cookie pancakes from one of them. So good job, Cancer. Keep cooking.
Keep the sugar going,
yeah.
And she'll call you a good cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that is a creature comfort, isn't it?
Yeah.
So very home loving, very family oriented, can be very traditional. Tremendously loyal. I talked about how protective they can be. So these are wonderful qualities in an individual.
I like it. What about Cancer and Virgo? I just see these two doing pretty well together.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something in that, well, we're talking about a water sign and an earth sign. They often can work together well. Virgo is more analytical, whereas Cancer is more emotional, intuitive. They both have an orientation towards nurturing. One from the point of view of service in a practical, more analytical way. However, there is this kind of balance. What we would caution Cancer in a relationship with Virgo is that these helpful suggestions that your Virgo partner may frequently drop throughout the day that feel like judgment and would not feel good to Cancer are Virgo's way of saying, I love you and my urge is to perfect all around me and I'm sharing with you my nuggets.
Because I care about you, I want you to evolve more rapidly. Here's some suggestions on how to do it.
So that would there you go. So that would be
subcommunity is nagging. Let's make sure people understand what we're trying to do here. But there is good intention behind it, and that's where it is always good to examine.
I'm a Virgo, I'm laughing at myself. I'm laughing at myself. But this can certainly be a very nurturing and caring and healing. These are two signs where service, healing, and the healing arts are emphasized. So I can see there being a lot that they could accomplish together.
See, yeah, just two more intuitive, emotional, open. But like you said, the Virgo would bring a little bit more reason to it.
It's a very practical, very practical, and very analytical. Quite different than the emotional intuition that guides Cancer, but what a balance they bring to one another.
And like you mentioned before, sun sign is only your sun sign. There's so much beautiful complexity within everybody's chart that I've come to learn about. So
Absolutely. So these are just some aspects of the sun sign to consider.
yes, some aspects to consider. And every aspect to always consider, and like we said before, is remember to love yourself first before you go loving anybody else, because it makes it so much easier for everybody involved. Romantically, not romantically, remember to love yourself. And we love you.
And I love you.